My name is Tosin Adebayo, and thanks for joining us for another edition of NAFDAC Annual Health, where we highlight how the Food and Drug Regulator is ensuring the availability of quality and safe food, drugs, and other regulated products. This week's edition of the program will focus on the commemoration of the International Women's Day, an annual global celebration, with this year's theme, Digital, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, also had the NAFDAC perspective to it. In a bid to shape a safer, more inclusive and more equitable digital world for all, NAFDAC invited partners and friends to its premises for the special day.
It's International Women's Day. From my perspective, every day is an International Women's Day. Why? Because without women, the world cannot function very well. So every day is a Women's Day. And the theme of this year's International Women's Day is gender equity. Any country that does not have gender equity is a country that cannot develop rapidly. It's a country that will be wasting the economic potentials. It is a country where children may not be as educated. It is a country where violence will always be. Why? Because it is the woman that makes a country to function. Without women, and I'm emphasizing it, a country cannot function. And without educating women, a country cannot function. Train a woman, you are training a village. You do not train a woman, you are creating children that will become social problems in the country. So the gender equity is a big thing for me. My own mother was not allowed to go to school, or she was withdrawn at standard 3. And right from the beginning, she stressed it on us that we must get educated. She sacrificed everything to make sure that we're educated because she was a girl. But the hard work, the efforts that she made me today.
She stressed the need for women to be educated to be part of the opportunities that digital technology avail.
Therefore, education is a big thing as far as gender equity is concerned. And making sure that the talents of women are harnessed very well. There are role models of women in the past. Madame Curie is an example. Deborah in the Bible is an example of women that were part of nation building or science and technology building in terms of Madame Curie. Therefore, my address or my advice or my pet peeve for women this year is that make sure you know who you are and the endowment that God has given you. God has given everybody an endowment. And if we don't use our endowment or are not allowed to use our endowment, the country, the community is the loser.
For the importance of the day not to be lost on the staff of the agency, the Reform Unit put together a gathering to amplify the message of the day.
This is one time in every year when I cannot contain my excitement because of the great opportunity given to me to spearhead this beautiful celebration in NAFDAC, in unison with the United Nations and the world at large. A celebration which embraces all both men and women. The interrelationship makes the celebration even more robust, as it is a time where we celebrate ourselves as women. as well as a time when we are being celebrated by our fathers, our husbands, our sons, our uncles and friends. And at this junction, I want to appreciate all the men that are here. Thank you for also supporting us. Please, can we appreciate all the men? We are not taking it for granted. Thank you. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. I am sure you will all agree with me that coincidentally there have been an appreciable implementation of our technological innovation in NAFDAC under the guidance of the Director General NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Christina Adeyeye. We celebrate you, ma'am. We thank you profoundly for setting us on the global stage.
Representatives of the Minister of Health and the Minister of Women Affairs were there with their goodwill messages.
Digital technology has become critical to our lives. Online experiences and opportunities are also important for children and young people's development across a wide range of areas, including online education, access to formal and informal learning, access to information and support relating to health and well-being, being able to engage with their own creative and cultural practices, to express their ideas and opinions for leisure, play, and connecting with peers, to find employment, career information, entrepreneurship opportunities, and so on and so forth. However, there is a gender-digital divide, if we need to know. Girls are disadvantaged when it comes to digital adoption. So the divide is still there. Have lower levels of access and use of digital technology than boys, the girls. Therefore, the divide is there. And often, they are not benefiting from digital technology in the same way as the boys. A gender-responsive approach to innovation, technology, and digital education can increase the awareness of women and girls regarding their rights and civic engagement.
The opportunities of the digital revolution also present a risk of perpetuating existing patterns of gender inequality. Growing inequalities are becoming increasingly evident in the context of digital skills and access to technologies, with women being left behind as a result of this digital gender divide. The need for inclusive and transformative technology and digital education is therefore crucial for a sustainable future.
While messages also came from officials of the National Population Commission and the Federal Road Safety Corps.
I'm a champion for women's education. I'm not just reading history, nor reading one of those courses because they always push the women to do. But the women should be at the forefront of technology, at the forefront of computing, at the forefront of medicine, at the forefront of architecture. All those competing areas of education where women in the past were kept behind. I think this is an opportunity for us to have a round table to discuss how important is it to bring almost half population of Nigeria to the table, to be a part of the innovation, the technology, and giving them access. When women have access to technology, particularly the digital aspect of it, they will be able to manage their fertility. They will be able to go to, when women is educated, she will marry when she wants to marry, when she knows she is ready to marry. And she will be able to manage the population of her household. She'll be able to have the number of children she can comfortably take care of, because we are in a society where we don't have social security. And the way things are going, we don't also have extended families where uncles and aunties will help you to educate your children. So digital technology and having access to it by women will help us to manage our population.
As I speak with you today, I'm saying it that in FRSCFCT Command, the head of the Information Communication Technology in FCT is a young woman, and she's doing very beautiful. Very young woman, doing very beautiful. We have never found her one thing, and that is to tell you that women can do better. this has always been the saying that women can do better. Practically, in FRSC, women are doing great. That is just the truth. Now, in FRSC, let me just summarize our message this way, that FRSC is digital gender-sensitive law enforcer. When you look at the equity as it applies to the message, in FRSC we have fairness between men and women. We have justice. We have honesty. We have neutrality, objectivity, open-mindedness, and balance. These are synonyms of equity, and that is who we are in FRSC. So we want to appreciate NAFDAC for bringing this to the fore.
Senior officials of the agency also took their turns to share goodwill messages for the day. The keynote speaker of the day, a retired civil servant and information technology expert, commended the agency for lending a voice to the emancipation of women in the digital era.
It is commendable that NAFDAC yearly celebrates this annual United Nations International Women's Day with the theme this year, Digital, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. It therefore gives me a great pleasure to be part of this occasion and have the opportunity to contribute to thoughts and discussions on this theme with the hope that they will indeed lend our voice to the complete emancipation of womanhood. Digital technologies in the post-COVID era. The theme of the celebration this year draws very necessary attention to how the issues around digital technology affect the proper functioning of women and girls in the society, particularly with the consequences of innovations in digital technologies in gender equality. Since the world experience of the COVID-19 pandemic, it has become more evident how the use of digital technology now controls and drives so much of what we do as humans, whether at home, at work, or at play.
While the global experience with COVID-19 has pushed for an urgent need for an all-inclusive digital ecosystem, the exclusion of women from playing in this space is very costly, as evident in a United Nations report.
It makes it clear that exclusion will be costly. In a United Nations report on the state of worldwide gender considerations, particularly related to women, tagged UN Women 2022 Gender Snapshot, it was noted that the exclusion of women from proper use of technology had cost $1 trillion worldwide. It is projected that this will increase by 50% in 2025 if action is not taken as necessary to reverse this trend. It will be useful if the part of the cost that is contributed by the experience of this exclusion is studied for Nigeria. The report noted that the objective to achieve universal high-quality education for all girls remain out of reach. Yet, these are the kinds of opportunities that must be seized to ensure that there is ultimate digital inclusion for all.
The keynote speaker cited her personal experience as an information technology expert.
I signed up to study computer science at the best university in Nigeria then and now, University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University. I know some people will get jealous when I say that, but that's the truth. And I'm sure some people are here that will say, yes, that is the way it is. I will always be grateful to God for parents who were committed to seeing that I became what I really desired to be. I was supposed to have been reading chemical engineering, but I just changed and moved on to computer science, and I've had no regrets about that. I also appreciate lecturers and study guides who gave the right counsel and support that established the foundation on which my ultimate career in the fields of digital technologies was established. In 1998, I was part of a number of activities on the internet that brought about the internet into Nigeria. I registered the .ng domain for Nigeria, and I was the first point of contact on .ng. And anywhere it's there, right now we have a non-governmental organization called Nigeria Internet Registration Association that controls the .ng domain for every one of us in Nigeria. And I still happen to be in the board of trustees of that organization.
She highlighted the transformative potentials of digital technology where women can be gainfully employed.
There are so many areas we see around us that show immediately how really useful the engagement of digital technologies can be. They include digital economy, education, healthcare, online banking, and e-commerce. There are all areas in which women and girls can be gainfully employed and find to be profitable. Some weeks ago, maybe about just 2 weeks ago, I saw the post of a young lady who deals in the use of Ankara in making costume dresses, very cheap dresses, but lovely dresses, smart dresses. She dances on Instagram, on TikTok. She will talk about her business and stuff like that. I followed her from Abuja to Lagos. I got to that place. I saw on the floor orders from Australia, from UK, from the US, all lined up, ready for dispatch. And this is somebody that if you meet her on the road, you probably wouldn't even greet her, because there was nothing so special about her. But technology brought her to the forefront. She's on #JumiWears. I just loved the way that she pushed what she was doing. And what we are saying today, women must encourage women.
She also enjoined women working in the agency, by extension other women, to make effective use of digital technology.
Don't let all that you do on WhatsApp, on Instagram, be just painting your face and passing videos that you don't know where they are coming from, and you are sending them all over the place. You are spending all your time, all your data of sending things. You know, some women will send things to you. They say that you send it to all the beautiful women. If you don't send it to 100 women before the close of the day, you will miss this. That will happen. You are just wasting your data. You are wasting your time. You are creating a wide area of lights for some other people. Instead of that, make sure that you are doing productive work on the internet. Use your data to get money. Please help me tell the person by you, use your data to get money. Don't waste your data. Don't waste your data.
NAFDAC and Your Wealth will be back after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, the program is NAFDAC and Your Wealth. The 2023 edition of the International Women's Day was another opportunity to promote the diplomatic tie between Nigeria and India, as the High Commission of India, Abuja, recognized Nigerian women achievers as well as their India counterparts. One of the women honored is the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Christiana Adeyeye.
Privileged to host this function in the High Commission. Every one of you who has come over here are achievers. Achievers in terms of their own personal life, their own professional life. And to start with, recognizing few of the wonderful achievers who are there between India and Nigeria, in India and in Nigeria, Indians and Nigerians. I'm sure this tradition we will continue and we will expand it so that in the coming years we will have this as an event, as an annual event, which will continue to promote India-Nigeria friendship.
The DG was honored with a plaque for her contribution to public health and safety.
It's very humbling to be here and to be recognized by the High Commission of India, and I mean it's very, very humbling. Every day is a Women's Day. Every day is a Women's Day. God has made it so that the world cannot walk without women. And our men know that very well. To be a woman, I believe, is the best thing that could happen to an individual. And the success that I've had as a woman is based on my conservative approach. Conservative in the sense that I know the role of women in the home, but I also know the role of women in nation building. By the grace of God, I've tried to balance the two. I have a husband, 3 children, 5 grandchildren, and like the High Commission, Your Excellency said, I can be a tax master. So I just want to say thank you very much for this honor. I don't take it for granted. And for Indian Commission to have this special day. Women are multitasking, and I mentioned that every day is a Women's Day, and we need a special day to just say thank you for what you are doing, and that is what essentially you have done for us. So thank you so much. Namaste.
Other distinguished women were from the Foreign Affairs Ministry, the Veterinary Directorate, Entertainment and Culture. Also, the Abuja chapter of Indian Women Association was launched with an exhibition on cultural products from Indian states. That's how we wrap up this week's edition of the program. Make it a date with us, same time, same station, next week for another edition of the program. Meanwhile, if you have comments, complaints, or you want to report activities of fake drugs or adulterated food products peddlers, our doors are always open. You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700 162 3322. For complaints, call 0800 162 3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email reforms@nafdac.gov.ng or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded. Be part of the fight to safeguard the health of our nation. Stay safe always. See you next week.